How we doing, everybody? Welcome back to Dagwoodz Tonsorium. I'm Dagwoodz with the Shaving Cadre. Today we're going to be doing a shave of the day with L&L Grooming's Southern Paradise. So this was a limited edition soap released by Declaration Grooming in 2017. This just before they made the move to Michigan. This is when they were still in Georgia, when Scott was still in Georgia. And it's actually, you can see the label, it still says L&L Grooming, which is what they were called beforehand. This is in their bison tallow base. Features notes of sweet tea. I'll put the scent notes right here. I have done a review on this in the past. So for those of you who haven't had a chance to smell this, strength of scent off the tub is probably around a 2 out of 5. It'll probably grow once I stick a brush on it. It's been a little while since I've used this soap, so the top layer of soap the scent might have dissipated a little bit. I'm expecting it to go to about a 3.5. Scent, again, sweet tea is the predominant note that you do get. So if you're not a big fan of sweet tea, this might not be up your alley. What we're going to be using today is we're going to be using the RazoRock 400. This is a full aluminum, solid aluminum piece. The brush handle is made out of solid aluminum with a 24 millimeter plus soft knot. Real nice brush. I'm not the biggest fan. It's not my favorite synthetic knot in the world, but it does a good job. The handle is really nice, though. I like the weight behind it. And then for razors, we're going to be using the Game Changer 0.84. This is got a brand new Gillette Nacet blade in it. So we're going to be tackling, it's 2 days worth of growth, but I did chase a little bit last time, if you remember, with the feather. So that BBS lasted probably a good 10 to 12 hours. So it's not a typical 2 days worth of growth for me. Yeah, let's get going. So the bison tallow base, right, was originally what Declaration Grooming was releasing their products in before they came out with the Icarus base. It is a very soft soap, almost a cream. Consistency wise, CBL soap is the only other one that I can think of that's this soft. Maybe some of your Italian soft soaps, but I mean, there you go. I mean, I overloaded that actually. So this is one of my favorite soap bases. Still to this day, Scott really did hit it out of the park when he developed this. The Icarus base is an improvement, but not as much as you might think. And as has been pointed out by a couple of vloggers in the past, the wet shavers, the wet tubers, as you are, you're really splitting hairs when you get to these new artisans and their new soap bases. A lot of it's splitting hairs. There are differences in the soap bases and how they perform. And that's important to remember, that while there are differences and some of them do perform better than others, it's not so much, in truth, in all honesty, that you can say that any of these products are really bad. There are a couple products out there that I just don't enjoy using. But then again, I'm become spoiled on the quality of the soaps that have been released. Between Declaration Grooming, Bear Stearns Man, Ariana and Evans, CBL Soaps, Lisa's, Holy Cow, Noble Otter, G's of Hudson Street. I could go on. Tallow and Steel, Mystic Water, Wickham, Sterling, of course. What else? I'm looking over at my stash right here. Katie's Bubbles. Grooming Department. There's so many excellent artisans out right now that It's really hard for me to say that one is really better than the other. There are slight differences, and honestly, it boils down to personal preference on what you enjoy in a soap. How does the soap maker develop their scents? What is their process for making the soap? How do they get to this through the saponification process, which is the chemical reaction that creates the soap? Are they using hot process? Are they using cold process? What are the ingredients in it? So there's a lot of things that go into it, but all in all these new artisans, and some of them aren't really new. I mean, Mystic Water has been around for plenty of years. Lisa's has been around for 11 years. But these new soap bases that are out, just talking within the past 3 to 4 years, they've really pushed the bar as far as performance, and they're really a step up above the traditional soaps. I mean, you could even go and look at some of the more mass-produced soaps, outside of the ones that really don't change their formula, like Parasso. And Parasso is a good soap. It's good cream. But you look at stuff like the Body Shop's new Maca Root. Yeah, we're where we need to be with this. And it really does perform very well. It really does. Does it perform, in my opinion, as good as these other artisans? No, but at the same time, the difference is not as great as you would think. That being said, I enjoy the scent, how these artisans scent their soaps. That is important to me. It might not be as important to you. You might be a performance-only person, and that's what you're basing it off of, and scent is secondary. If you care for it all, some people more enjoy unscented products. So, with that being said, let's get right into the hot towel, and I'll be back for the shave. See you in a second, guys. Alright guys, we're back. Let's get right into this. So when I put the lather on, the strength did indeed bloom out. It is at about a 3.5. But one of the things I totally forgot, and it was kind of throwing me when I was smelling the tub, is that this soap does contain menthol. And there is a slight fruitiness to it. I believe it's peaches, which would make sense. But it really does evoke a nice cold sweet tea. Really refreshing. Add a little bit more water. Don't have quite the sheen that I know I can get out of this soap. I hope everybody had a good Easter. I forgot to wish everybody an Easter in my last video. Easy to let the days run together, so we kind of lose track. Much better. Alright. Game Changer 0.84 with Nacet blade. Hey. Things have been going all right out here. As well as can be expected. Hope everybody enjoyed episode 2 of Game of Thrones. There's no guarantee when this gets posted that I will have seen it yet. So please, it's okay to let me know how much you liked it. But please keep comments, not just for me, but for other people who watch the channel and watch these videos. Keep your comments please keep your comments as generic as possible. No spoilers, please. And I'm not sure if I hit on it, but on the last video, but the new Star Wars trailer came out for episode. Yeah, I did touch on it last video. I'm going. New Star Wars trailer came out for episode 9. And if you haven't seen it yet, and you are a fan of the franchise, I would recommend checking it out, looking it up. Because after episode 8, and then I really didn't enjoy Solo all that much. My enthusiasm for this new trilogy had waned pretty significantly. Now it's rekindled. Back to where it was, so now I'm really looking forward to this new movie coming out. From all the rumors that I've been reading, J.J. Abrams had an original vision of how he wanted the story to go. And Rian Johnson came in and changed some things. So by bringing J.J. Abrams back in, they're allowing him to do a course correction closer to what his original vision for the storyline should have been. Originally going to fast forward through this shave, but it's a quick enough shave for the DE. Note on this Game Changer, it is 0.84 after having used it a few times. Is almost as efficient as the D-plate carve, but so much more smooth. Did catch myself right there, just a little nick. Looks like I just caught a pimple. Oh, and why not? Let's go for the cleanup pass to DE after all. no reason not to go for full-on BBS. Let's load this brush up. The price point on the Game Changer is on. It's excellent for a fully stainless steel razor that will last you your lifetime, your children's lifetimes, and possibly even into their grandkids. I mean, it will last a very long time. Just to give you guys an idea, I still have a lot of lather left in the bowl. So if you notice, when I'm going against the grain, it's a little, because my hairs kind of grow all over the place on my neck, I end up doing an X stroke. So I'll go up, because it generally grows this way, but it grows up and down, so I'll generally do an up stroke, and then I'll follow that up with a down stroke in the same direction, and then some just straight lateral strokes. For those of you who are just getting into this hobby, nice little trick. Oh, I caught myself right there. Oh well. It's very important to understand your beard growth. Not only what type of beard you have, is it full, or your hair's thicker, but while that's important, more important is how does it grow, which direction does it grow. So I highly recommend anybody who's starting, especially within the first month or two, take the time, let your beard grow out a couple of days if you're allowed to. Of course, if you're in the military, that's rather difficult. But maybe over a weekend. You know, start growing it out, you know, shave Friday morning, let it grow Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday evening, all right, you'll have 2.5 days worth of growth. Go in there and actually feel where your beard is growing, you know, where the hair is growing. Are they growing like this? Are they growing straight down? You know, mine grows pretty much across and up like this, down like this. So take the time to learn how your beard grows, because you'll be able to get closer shaves by actually going truly against, or with, across, and against the grain. And it'll keep you from using too much pressure. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and clean up. I know I'm going to get some alum, a little bit of alum feedback. Like I said, I did catch a couple of zits from the looks of it. So I'm going to go ahead, do the alum, and clean up, and we'll be back for some closing comments. See you in a second, guys. All right, guys, had a really nice shave. Did have a few weepers. Those closed up with the alum and a little bit of witch hazel. Not a big deal, but Southern Paradise by At the time, L&L Grooming, now Declaration Grooming. I don't know if they're going to come out with this again. Really nice though. Real refreshing shave. The menthol gave it a nice little kick, but it wasn't overpowering at all. Performance of the soap is phenomenal. It's incredibly slick, incredibly protective. I mean, it's near the top for me, but like I said earlier in the video, that's splitting hairs really when you get to the top soaps. I hate saying that, but it's the honest to God truth. Doesn't mean you can't have your favorites. So we did use the RazoRock Game Changer 0.84 base plate. This had a Nacet blade, Gillette Nacet, on its first use. The RazoRock 400 24mm soft provided the lather, whipped up the lather for us. And then we followed up with a little bit of witch hazel, as mentioned, Thayer's cucumber. And then we went ahead and took some of the A&E serum, post-shave serum, number 3, and infused it with some Penhaligon's Juniper Sling. Smells great, just like a gin and tonic. And I'll tell you what, after putting everything, I really didn't need the post-shave product with Declaration Grooming. The bison tallow base is extremely moisturizing, but again, as I've said in numerous other videos, I enjoy my post-shave products. So Juniper Sling is going to get used tonight when I wake up. But yeah, if you're interested in Declaration Grooming, you can find them at declarationgrooming.com, and be sure to check out their shaving knots if you're interested in a premium badger brush. Scott does some excellent knots. I believe he's on batch 8, B8. I could be wrong, or that could be in or B7. Not exactly sure. It's one of the two. And yeah, check them out there. You can also find their soaps and aftershaves, as well as their collaborations with Chatillon Looks at Maggard Razors, West Coast Shaving, Grooming, and I believe Italian Barber. Everything will be in the description below. But yeah, if you haven't checked out the Shaving Cadre, guys, stop them by www.theshavingcadre.com. We'd love to have you there. It's a great group of guys, and yeah, just stop on by, say hi, introduce yourself, and join in the conversation. All right, until next video, guys, take care, stay safe, peace.